Hey, how's everybody doing? We'll get started here in a second. I'm just getting some text messages for some people here. I'm going to help them out to log on real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see. Wendy, can you hear me? Okay, there we go. All right. How's everybody doing? Hey, Siobhan. All right. Okay, good. All right. Just waiting a few seconds for everybody to pile in here. Getting close. Welcome. All right, I hope you guys had a great, I want to make these short and sweet, and I hope they're impactful for you. And for everybody that has sent me their takeaways from the first two chapters, good job. You applied what you're learning, and that's a big step. And more importantly, you did what you said you were going to do, right? So you said you were going to do it, and you did it, and it's a great strategy. Okay, so I want to talk tonight. and kind of just recap those 2 chapters and just kind of give you my thoughts, my feelings. And again, you can type in the chat if you have any questions for me, you want me to stop, you want to add something to it or whatnot, feel free. This is open. But I want to give you my takeaways based on what I read, and give you some framework maybe to to think about. So I think one of the biggest misconceptions that people have on network marketing as a profession, as he talks about, in the GoPro book, is do you do network marketing as a profession? Do you see it as a profession? Here's the thing that I think that people don't understand, and I kind of want to talk about that tonight and get your thoughts and feelings on it. So network marketing is a profession, but it's like saying franchising is a profession, right? Franchise is a model, and within the model you can franchise a business, and that's what you do, right? And so network marketing, I look at network marketing as the same way. Network marketing is a model for you to have a business within that model to do what you do. Owning a traditional business with a brick and mortar is a model for you to pick whatever business you want to run and run it through that model. Does that make sense to everybody? Let's make sure you guys are with me here. I don't want to talk and find out that everybody can hear me. Yep, okay, good. So network marketing is a model, okay? Where my belief, where I think that most people fail, and why they jump from network marketing company to network marketing company, network marketing company, especially different types of network marketing companies, is that they don't have a passion, they don't have a business sense to build something that they believe in, right? Something, and everybody always talks about, you'll never make it in any business if you don't believe in it, right? If you don't have passion for it. So what I wanted to do was kind of talk about that tonight, because I think everybody gets a misconception, like I was saying, on, well, network marketing is a profession. I'm a professional network marketer. Well, you're a professional network marketer using that model, but what do you do? What's your business, right? And for Vena Divina, it's health and wellness, right? We're in a health and wellness business. You own a business for health and wellness, and what you're doing is reaching people, making sales, selling people on products that will make them become more healthier, okay? That will improve their health, preventative, okay? Now, here's, I think, where people will jump ship. I think people don't take it serious because they don't have a passion for that, okay? They don't have a passion for what they're doing. They're not treating it like a business where somebody's putting, $1 million into this thing to make it work, and they believe in what they're doing, all right? So I wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit, and talk about why do some people succeed? Why would people pick Vena Divina as their vehicle in network marketing, and some are going to take it to the top, and some will fizzle out, and some won't even do it. And for me now, this is all about what my thoughts are, okay? Is let me share with you when I did this exercise for myself that we went through, and we were talking about, in the first 2 chapters on what it meant to be in network marketing, the new economy, and what it meant for me, right? So for me, Vena Divina is a vehicle for me. And Vena Divina is a vehicle that allows me to get my passions out, right? So I've owned martial arts studios. I'm a health and wellness. I like health and wellness, and I want to show you some things here. So here's a book I have, And this one's titled The Best Life Diet. Okay. I got another book here called The Herb Bible. Okay. I've got another book here called The Master Cleanse, and I've done this. See, I've been cleansing way before Vita Divina came alive. I've been cleansing way before Total Life Changes came alive, right? I was interested in this stuff. I believe in it, okay? With my diabetes, I got a couple of books on diabetes. I've got the Kevin Trudeau, Natural Cures. I got his book 1 and got his book number 2. I've got a natural healing book, all right? And it's a massive book on that. My point is, I'm sharing this with you guys because when I read those 2 chapters, I believe 100% in network marketing as a distribution model. I believe it's the new economy. I believe it's where it's going. And I believe it's the best model available after I've owned traditional businesses, okay? And I believe 100% in network marketing as a model, a distribution model to get out your products to the world. It's the fastest, least expensive, and most lucrative way to do that. But my point is, I believe in health and wellness first and foremost. I believe in changing the world and bringing good nutrition to the body, right? So, and I say this because people are looking at Vita Divina and the products, some products issues, some things going on, and they're ready to jump ship and do something else. And they jump into some other network marketing company that's not even related to health and wellness. Now they're doing this other thing. And it's like, are you doing it to be in network marketing? Or are you doing it because it's your passion and what you believe in and what you're going to sink your teeth into and drive forward? So I just share that with you so that you can kind of get my perspective of the first 2 chapters of GoPro and what it means to me. And it's much bigger than network marketing. It's my passion, and it's a vehicle that allows me to take my passion out to the world. Does that make sense? Let me get a yes if that makes sense to you guys. Okay, got a yes. All right, good. Okay, so let's move on in the book. So we covered chapter 1 and 2. Chapter 3 was very small, and it just says, like any profession, you need to learn some skills, right? And the most important piece is these 3 items it talks about in chapter 3, and that is basically what we're going to talk about. What I kind of talked about, which was first you have the company's products, then you have the company's compensation plan, and the third element in it is you, right? So if there are people in network marketing, and for us it's Vita Divina, that are making money, we have the same products, we have the same compensation plan. The only factor is you. You are the only difference as to why somebody is not making money, okay? And that comes with, it just says taking ownership, firing your upline, and figuring it out for yourself, right? If you care about it, if it's your passion, if it's your dream, if you're going to make this happen for yourself, then you're going to take 100% total responsibility to figure it out for yourself. And that's really what that chapter is saying and summing it up. But through the workshop now, what I want to do is we're going to cover, and I was going to have us cover a couple chapters at a time, but I really want us to focus on this first chapter, chapter 4, until Wednesday. We'll do our next webinar on Wednesday at 8 p.m. to give you a couple days for this. But it's skill number 1, and I want to talk about that tonight because I think it's the most important one that so many people miss the boat on, okay? And that is, finding prospects. And, he talks about the amateurs and the posers and, not understanding how do you find prospects, right? This is the age-old question for network marketers is where do we get prospects? Where do we find people to talk to about our products and services? And, I'm a firm believer in if you don't have passion for what you're doing, if you don't believe in the products, if you're not product driven first to go help the world to solve a problem, If you don't believe you have something that changes somebody's life, it's very hard to talk to people. It's very hard to start a conversation with somebody. Okay, and I think we got the advantage in Vita Divina that we know our products work. And if you have passion for your products and you love what you do, how can you not tell people about the tea, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a sip of it right now. See, I believe in the tea. How do you not tell people about the tea? I don't have any fears or phobias to have a discussion, a conversation, to see if somebody's open to learning about the tea and improving their nutrition, improving their health. So, so in that first, in chapter 4, skill number 1, I want to cover the steps. Okay, so the first step he talks about is make a comprehensive list, include every person that you could possibly think of. This is where it blows most people out of the water. Okay, and this is where it's going to change for us on this workshop. We're all going to do this. Okay, and that's the exercise. So by Wednesday at 8 p.m., we are going to have a written list of every single person we've ever contacted, ran into, and he talks about, you're not required to prospect everyone on the list, but you are required to put your network of people on a piece of paper. And guys, I'm telling you, it does something magical when you put everybody on the list. It doesn't matter if they're going to get into business. It doesn't matter if you hate that person. You put them on the list. Okay, you got to capture your network on a piece of paper. That's step 1. Okay, step 2. Okay, is the second degree talks about is who do they know? See, you're opening up a whole nother world when you look at that list and you go, now who do they know? Who is their doctors? Who is their insurance agents? Where do they buy their cars from? Where do they work? Okay, all these questions start coming up, and you start to really, it helps you start to figure out how to make connections. Step 3 is you have an active candidate list. Now this is one that most people mess up completely. You'll hear a couple people talk about they prospect 2 people a day. Well, what he's talking about is meeting 2 new people, but you're not necessarily prospecting them right now. What you're doing is you're capturing their name and contact information and putting it on your list to have further conversations with, to talk to them at a later point in time. And he talks about just going out and meeting a couple people every day and putting them on that list, right? So you should have a list with you at all times, or adding to your list at night, piece of paper, and adding every day people to that list. These are skills, right? So I hope you understand right now, these are skills, and we're going to talk about that, and we'll talk about the last step. Step 4 is network on purpose. See, don't go out to prospect. Go live your life. Go do things you want to do, right? In order to meet people. If you like to go bowl, go bowling. But start to have conversations with people next to you in the bowling alley. Start to meet them. Start to put them on your list. Okay, if you like yoga, go take some yoga classes. You like martial arts, go take some martial arts classes. You like reading, go to a book club. Okay, go live your life. See, don't alienate yourself like I'm a network marketer and this is all I can do and this is my life. That's not what this is about. It's about living your life, okay, and putting yourself in position to meet new people. Go to seminars, go to trade shows, get yourself in front of new people. And networking on purpose just means it. Maybe join a BNI club, all right? Join a knitting club, join anything, okay? The point is, don't go there. If you're going to join a gym, don't go there and not speak to anybody. Don't go there and hide and go work out and run in the shower and then leave. You got to talk to people, right? You got to find a way to introduce yourself and have conversations with people. This is a skill. So my point is, skill number 1, finding prospects, has 4 steps to it, okay? Step 1 is write your list down on a piece of paper, right? Write your network on a piece of paper. Step 2 is start to review who they might know. Step 3 is constantly meet new people. And step 4 is put yourself in front of new people. These are all skills. you may not know how to do this right away. You may not be good at this right away. That's the whole point of what a skill is. A skill is something you learn. A skill is something you practice. And remember, in the beginning of the book, Eric talks about practice, 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 and I'm an avid believer in that, right? How you got to practice this skill. You got to practice finding people. You have to practice writing your list down. You have to practice starting conversations, okay? And it's the number one skill, finding prospects. And it's powerful. So my question to you guys is, can you guys commit by Wednesday at 8 p.m. to have a written list? Every single person you know. Doesn't matter if you hate them, doesn't matter about anything. You put their name on a piece of paper. Can I get a yes if that if everybody can commit to that? All right, Siobhan says absolutely. Latrice, yes. All right, good, good, good. So now remember what I talked about in the meeting is that grade yourself 0 on this skill, because this is a skill now. Okay, I need you guys to understand that this is a skill. All right, just like hitting a baseball is a skill. You got to practice to hit baseball. You don't just go and hitting 90-mile-an-hour fastballs coming at you. Okay, you got to learn how to get to this is a skill. On a scale 0 being I'm terrible at this skill, and 10 being I'm awesome at this skill, right? What you want to be able to do right now is grade yourself on finding prospects. What is your skill level right now? What is your skill level at doing these 4 steps, right? And remember, the way it was taught to me is a 5 means you've got it down, but you just need to get a little better at it, okay? You are not a 5 if you don't have a written list. You are not a 5 if you don't have an active candidate list. If you're not adding new people, you're not a 5 if you're not actively going out and meeting prospects. You see what I'm saying? That means you're beneath a 5. A 5 is you're doing everything, you're just not doing it well, right? You're okay. And obviously 6, 7, 8, you're pretty good at it, right? 8, you're pretty good. You're 9, you're almost a master at it, right? And you may never get to that for another 5 years. See, again, this is not a get rich thing. This is a skill that you learn for life that changes your life, that applies to everything you ever do in your life. So look in the mirror and write this down of 0 to 10. Where are you at on that scale? And your job right now is to improve that. Your job every day is to go, okay, if I'm not at least a 5, what do I got to do to make sure that I'm a 5 every day? Okay? That's the hard truth. That's why this isn't easy. It's easy to read this and go, oh yeah, Eric Worre, I'm doing it, got it. No. Applying what you learn. Okay, because if you apply these skills, you'll make money. If you don't apply these skills, you won't make. And listen, this is why I love network marketing. It's forgiving. You don't have to be perfect at this. You just have to do it. And the numbers you'll make up, if you get a good list and you work the business with the rest of the skills that we're going to go through, you'll make money. And in Vita Divina, you'll make a lot of money, okay? Because the comp plan is designed very well. So you don't got to beat yourself up and say, well, listen, I'm not as good as I need to be. That's not true. What's important is you apply and you work at getting better, okay? But you do have to apply this skill. You do have to have a written list. You do have to actively talk to new people, right? You do have to put yourself in a situation where you can talk to new people, so you're not sitting at home at night going, gee, how am I going to make money in this Vita Divina thing? Who do I talk to? I got nobody to talk to, right? That's what you don't want to do. That's what posers and amateurs do, right? Professionals, as he talks about, we have a list, all right? And we're constantly thinking about tomorrow. How can I get in front of some people? Tuesday, how can I get in front of some people? Wednesday, how can I get in front of some people? Thursday, how can I get in front of some people? Right? That's what this is about. And looking at that list and going, oh, you know what? That's step 2 is so powerful, and so many people miss the boat on step 2. And that is when you look at your list, your mind starts to open up and you start to realize, wait a minute, my brother works at this company, right? How many people work at that company that my brother works at? Now, my brother may not be interested, but it doesn't mean that there's 100 people at his company. Somebody's got to be interested in health and wellness. Somebody's got to be interested in losing weight. You see? So now your brain starts to think on, what can I do to get in my brother's network? See, my brother has a network of people, just like I have we all have a network of people. How do I penetrate his network of people, right? Well, I'm going to tell you a secret on this one. I'll give you a strategy. Remember, there's no right or wrongs. There's only strategies, okay? And as your skill set gets better, you start to learn more strategies. So if my brother is on Facebook and I see everybody that he's friends with, and I notice that there are a couple coworkers, couldn't I reach out to them and say, hey, I see that you're, my brother. You work with my brother. How's it going? I just want to introduce myself. Isn't that a strategy? See? Didn't I just find a way to communicate to my second level in step 2 right here? Didn't I just figure a way to get, now my brother, not interested in the business, not interested in the products, not interested in anything, right? That's fine. Still have him on a piece of paper. Still put thought process. How do I get to step 2, which is how do I penetrate his network of people that he knows? Okay? That's why it's so important. See, an amateur and a poser, they're like, I can't put nobody on my list because I don't want to talk to them. Well, you will continue to be an amateur and a poser. You will continue not to be a professional, and you will continue not to make any money because you've not mastered skill number 1, which is how to find prospects and build your network marketing business. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that makes sense. Wednesday at 8 p.m., I'm hoping everybody will have their list complete. I'm hoping everybody will read this chapter. Don't just read it, internalize it, okay? And I hope everybody memorizes steps 1 through 4 in skill number 1, finding prospects. So that's our mission. Memorize the 4 steps in the first skill in the GoPro book and do application. Write your list. And then also write how you might shoot me an email. Okay? And this helps you figure out and work through this. Shoot me an email and tell me how you're going to go find new people. What are you going to do to get yourself step 4, right? Step 4 in the book, get in front of new people. How are you going to do that? What are some ideas you have? Okay? And guys, this changes. As your awareness opens up, you start looking at paper, you start seeing what events are going on. Hey, there's a wine tasting. You like wine? Go to that wine tasting event, right? Bring a friend. Hey, let's go to the wine tasting event. And don't go there and hide. Go there and meet new people. Have conversations. It's the whole point. So I wanted to keep it at 30 minutes. We're at 8:28. Does anybody have any questions, comments? Just put them in the chat before we go. I hope this helps. I think we're good. I'm not getting anything. Okay. Well, in that case,